Welcome back to another edition of Holding Court with Coach Jeff Nelson, and we're heading into the last week of the regular season for Lobo volleyball. Let's go ahead and recap last week first. Kind of a short week, just the one game to talk about against Fresno State.
Yeah, it was a nice week because we got to have more time to prepare, got to have a little time off. I thought we'd be fresher. And offensively, we played one of our best matches of the year. We hit 300 plus, and offensively did a great job, but our defense and our serve receive really broke down, and we struggled all the way throughout the match, all 5 games, and just really had a hard time putting that part of the game together. And I don't think our GSs, Libero, the kids that passed for us were in the right frame of mind for whatever reason, because it was definitely our poorest passing game of the year.
Do you think anything had to do with it? Usually you've got 2 games in a week and you've got to prepare for that. Maybe too much time to think, or is it anything that comes to mind?
No, I think there's a couple things. You know, when you're a team that had really high expectations, and after the loss to Colorado State the week before, those are dashed. It's hard to get back up. You know, our team has really high goals and really high expectations every season, and you know, prior to the Colorado State match, our RPI is sitting, you know, in the mid to low 60s, and we have probably a shot because they're a top 10 team, and you know, of making a significant move forward, and that didn't happen, and I didn't feel like we had good energy in practice after that. I haven't felt like we have yet, and I just feel like we probably went into the match feeling sorry for ourselves instead of finishing the season strong and taking care of business. And, you know, I think that plays into it. I think, I just don't think that, you know, all of our DSs are freshmen and one sophomore. And I think they took the match lightly. I don't think they were ready for the last place or second to last place team to come at them like that, and I just don't think they've grasped the quality of the league or what to expect every night, and maybe we have to prepare them better, but we've talked a lot about it, and the upperclassmen have, particularly Elsa has really spent time trying to prepare them, and I just think we had to learn another lesson really the hard way.
We talked about this last week. There are no lay-down teams in the Mountain West Conference. You know, even if you're at the lower end of that bracket, you're still a tough team.
Well, especially on the road. I mean, everybody can win at home, and they've proven that. You know, there's been all kinds of those matches this year, and you know, for whatever reasons, we just didn't play well. You know, it went to 16-14 in the 5th, and we had chances to win, and I think. You know, I think we should have gotten it, but I just don't think we had what we needed out there to really just go in and take care of business like we should have.
All this coming out of that with the 5-game loss, got to take all that energy and pile it into the last game of the season. It's senior night, Tuesday night, right here at Johnson Center against Air Force. You know, it's Chantel and Elsa, both you know, the leaving seniors, if you will.
Yeah. Well, first of all, Air Force has had their best season ever. Matt's done a great job, and they have 4 or 5 seniors, so it's their last game too. So they're gonna come in here and battle and really go after it. And you know, we've got to get I know that Elsa will be into it, and I know that Chantel will, but we've got to get some of our younger players to commit and understand that they're going to be seniors one day, and that this isn't infinite, and that they need to pick it up and do some hard work for other people and help them have their night. And I think if we do that, we'll be okay.
It's going to be hard. You know, I know I'm thinking ahead here, but it's going to be really different to be out here and not have Chantel and Elsa's name, you know, roll across my lips, you know, as current players. Now, Elsa is going to be doing some coaching, right?
Yeah, Elsa's going to stay on as a student assistant next year. She's going to get her degree and start working on her master's, and then Chantel will be graduating in December, which is really awesome, and then heading overseas to play almost right away professionally.
Chantel Riddle is 20 away from being the all-time kill leader, 19 away from tying.
Right.
I mean, she had 21 in this last match.
Yeah.
Again, you said yourself that Fresno not the better defensive team. To get to that 20 against Air Force, is that a consideration for you, or is it go out and win the game? What do you think about?
Well, winning the game is always more important, for sure. And I mean, we could have told Hannah to set Chantel every ball at Fresno, and she could have had 70 attempts, but that really wasn't our goal. Our goal was to win the match, and it will be again tomorrow night. But Air Force is a good team. I mean, they could really focus on her, and we've got to go away from her. And I think we have the other weapons to take care of that, and we're going to utilize that to try and win the match. But they're a team that, I don't expect it to be a 3-game match. I expect it to go well beyond that. And I think it's going to be hard for Chantel to get those numbers just because I think they're going to really key on her, and we're going to do some other things to try and move the ball away from her and get people off of her. But, they're a good team. I think it would be hard on any night to have that many kills against them. And they're an athletic team. They're more athletic than they've ever been. And so I think, the focus is going to be on winning the match and them having a great senior night. And I don't think you can get it in a 3-game match. If the match extends, she might have a shot. But I don't think it's a focus for her, and it's definitely not for us.
You talked about they're going to be honored before the match. How early should people get here? Match starts at 7 o'clock. How early should people get here so that they don't miss out on any of that?
Oh, probably like 2. No. We do serve and pass at 2, but I think if you want to see the last warm up and stuff, you need to be here by 6:30, and and then visit after the game and do all the things that we always do. We'll have a senior reception after the game, and but I think. We have a lot of volleyball fans here in Albuquerque, and Chantel's produced a lot of big moments for all of them, and I think she will again tomorrow night. And I'm hoping a lot of people will come out just because it's their last chance to see her, and she has, established herself as one of the all-time greats here, and has a chance to be a 3-time All-American in the next couple weeks, and 3-time for all first-team all-conference player, and a lot of things that a lot of people here have never done, and so it's just an opportunity to see really one of the best, if not the best, and send her off well, and get to see her play that last match.
Write your chapter. Know that the book is going to be here. And it's a great alumni program that you have, because they really do come back and support quite a bit. And I'm forever impressed by how many people do come back and want to stay attached to the program. It says a lot about.
And a lot stay in Albuquerque, which is really cool too. I mean, students that come here that end up staying here and just really love the university and the city. So.
Well, we hope that you'll come out and join us here tomorrow night. The Air Force Academy coming down to play against our Lobos right here at Johnson Center, 7 o'clock. Pack the gym. It is senior night. Say goodbye to Chantel. Say goodbye to Elsa. And be here to support the team. We look forward to seeing you here tomorrow at 7. And that's going to do it for another edition of Holy Court with Coach Jeff Nelson. Until next time.